Morning, Steve.
Good morning, Frank. How are you? Good evening.
Hello, Richard. Good evening.
Hi, Richard.
Morning, evening, everyone.
Hi, Steve. I think I've got the recording working properly this time too, which is good. Hello, Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
Good evening. Hello, Peter, Richard. Oh, yeah, jolly good. Yeah. Oh, no, I've been out today. I've got family staying. My brother Derek and Gary. Yeah, and they're up at Porthtowan. And my brother Derek took me out today in his car that he's built himself from various Morrises. I'm shattered. Yeah.
You haven't been blown away then?
Doug, hello.
It was brilliant. We've had beautiful weather. We were at Porthtowan and it was really sunny. I mean, it was a bit windy, but gorgeous weather. I've been out for a walk and people were surfing and all the rest of it. So really nice. So I might have thought, yeah. Yeah. I'll keep quiet.
Yeah, Hank, hello.
Hey.
Rod. Come up to David Eifold having trouble with audio. Rod, how are you? Rod, can you hear us?
How is Doug? How is David?
Morning all.
Oh, Rod, hello. How are
Good
you?
evening.
Evening.
David's with us as well. It's good.
Yes, I just got in. Yeah,
I could see you, but couldn't hear you for a while.
I'm in a bit of a rush, I'm afraid. Let's get back on the screen. Right, everyone's back again. Yes. Evening, Sheila.
Hello, David. Hello, everybody.
Evening, Richard.
Yeah.
Hi, David.
Douglas is hiding. Nice workshop there.
Oh, it's Doug. Yep. Oh, we have a speaker coming in. That's good. Hey, Steve.
Oh,
Evening, Steve.
all right.
Hi, Steve.
All right, Ed.
How's Dylan?
All right.
How's Dylan?
All right. It's a bit better. Still a bit squirty, but it's all right.
But it's bringing 8.
I've got to do a share screen, don't I?
Yeah, not yet though.
Sorry?
Not just yet.
Amy Rupert.
Oh, not just yet. Okay. All right.
Evening all.
How are you?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Right. Good to see you all. You too.
Question? Neville, good to see you.
Everybody okay?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, fine.
Good.
Survived the rain.
Yeah, a bit wet at times, but
We had
We had rain.
sunshine. Cornwall was sunny.
was
For
dry
once.
this morning. Sunny this
Yeah.
morning. Have to cut the grass.
Ah.
Evening.
Neville, can you,
Right.
Neville, can you hear us?
All right.
Yes, I'm here.
Yep,
Go and stay up.
Martin, and Jude.
Martin's just arrived. Evening, Martin.
Yep. Evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Right, Mark.
Hurry down. Who's that?
Through. Hey.
Sorry,
Is that little Linda?
are we all right
Oh,
now?
yeah, I
What?
see you. Richard, yeah.
Oh.
Like stereo there. I had two voices coming in.
Right.
Middle of supper, sorry.
Are we going to start? Are we or what?
Just hang on a sec, we've still got people coming in.
All right. Okay.
So Frank, we've got now. Bruce, Clancy, I assume you can hear us.
We've got a minute. And I'm
Yeah.
starting.
Anna, who's
Hello,
Anna?
Martin.
Anna?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. Christina, Jane, Karen, Jacques coming in. Mark, Shearer. Having a mad rush at the last minute, Steve, so you have to wait. Up to 24 already. Just got a couple of things to go through before you start as well, Steve.
Okay.
Just a couple more minutes.
That's not very strong, is it? I need to sit back a bit.
Did you get the rain, Richard?
Oh boy, did we get the rain. In fact, it got through my shed. My shed was wet.
What?
Yeah, Martin's there. Yeah.
We had a slope trickle yesterday. I got my leak working now to the pond. Got to reline the pond again.
Jim Quinn.
Okay.
I'm assuming you can hear us.
Oh, there it is.
Mark, hello. Jane, hello. Jacques, hello.
Hello, Willow.
Bruce, we've got a picture.
Present from the daughter.
I think Steve's just.
You get the one wet.
Yeah, we've still got more Steves than anybody else tonight.
To each other.
Huh?
They can all talk to each other.
Yeah. The sound I get is not very good though.
Sheila's there.
Huh?
Sheila in
Yeah.
Cornwall.
Yeah,
Oh.
Luke's there.
Oh, it's Ruth there as well.
Yeah.
No photo bombing, Chris.
Didn't recognise you with your headgear on, Rupert.
Yeah.
Is it cold down your way? No sound. You got your sound turned off.
He says, are you cold down here?
No, we're okay.
T-shirt, shorts, and
Yeah,
Riri.
I'm off, so that's all right.
That's my Princess Leia look.
What?
All right. We've
Hey, what,
probably
the
still,
sound I've got is absolutely awful. So you all sound as though you're in tunnels.
we can hear you. Okay.
Ah,
We can hear you, though.
Yours is very good, Steve. Yours is very good.
As long as you can hear me.
We can hear you, Steve
That's
Rust.
all right. Good.
You'll probably find, Steve, that once you start, we can turn off our mics, and that should give you a bit more bandwidth.
Yes, yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
A couple more people just coming in, but we'll kick off anyway. So first things first, Rod, are you still okay for 2 weeks' time?
Yep, no problem.
I'll talk to you after about what that title of that talk might be.
Yep.
If you know. The other thing is, David Oldfold, you wanted to have a chat about the BMS symposium, David?
Yeah, do you want me to put it out on Messenger? I've got,
That's what.
will this work? Can you see that?
Not yet, no.
No, I haven't done it right then. Okay, okay. Well, I'll put it out via Messenger. We've got our symposium coming up in September, and obviously with Zoom we can get 100 people in, and we've got spare places. So basically, if anyone would like to join us the Friday afternoon, Saturday and Sunday morning, they're welcome to. Just contact me. I'll put it out on a Messenger later on tonight or tomorrow, and you can obviously see the titles of the talks we've got. Okay.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to do the usual and ask if, while Steve's doing his presentation, if everybody can turn off their microphones and videos. And Steve, we've got 27 participants all up, so I'll hand over to you. You can share your screen now.
Couldn't see you.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yep, we got that.
Can you see that?
You're there.
That's great.
Thank God for that.
You're there.
Well, I'll start again then, shall I?
All right. Can I just ask that people mute and turn off their videos again, please?
What do you say?
Go for it, Steve.
Go for it, Steve. We're all got the microphones turned off.
I'll turn the microphones off so you can start again.
Oh, right, okay. Are we all okay now?
Yeah, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. Right. Hello. My first foray to collect at the Frongoch mine was in 1985 when I used to do an 8-hour round trip in the car with 6 to 8 hours collecting in mid-Wales. I had many trips to this mine after finding a single specimen of caledonite with what I later found out was susanite. The mine is in the far west of Wales, which is mostly upland with sheep grazing and some cattle in the area south of a place called Devil's Bridge. I also collected from several other mines in the area, including Esgaher, which is very similar mineralogy. And this is the general area of it. In fact, this farm here, you can stay there because it will take, there's a couple of converted barns where it'll take up to 7 people. And the old OS map showing I've arrowed the pertinent locations, which is the boundary shaft, Taylor's shaft, and there's a large open stope there, which I'll show you a picture later. And this is New Vaughan shaft, with a vertical shaft, worked by John Cato and a Belgian company later. And the main dressing floors are in that area there. This is the mine walls and shafts. This is Vaughan's is sunk on the underlie of the lode, with the New Vaughan shaft sunk vertically to a depth of roughly 280 meters. This is New Vaughan shaft, and it was actually sunk in 1880 by John Cato, and it was used by, as I say, the Belgian company from about 1898 to about 1903. This is Taylor's engine house and contained a 60-inch Cornish beam engine, and this picture was taken in 1970. And unusual because it's got a square chimney. Most Cornish ones have circular ones. And also you can see the where the balance bob was, the pit and the shaft there. So it's in a terrible state now. In 1996, we had tremendous storms across most of England, and it actually demolished all of this. So all that is left now is just the stump of the engine house. This is the large open stope in the east of the mine set. The depth is roughly 25 meters to the water level. And actually the adit runs underneath this, but it's dry. So there's obviously no connection underground. And this is remains of the pump rods in the engine shaft at 24 fathom level or adit level. And the old pump rods, these two at the back, have been pushed aside rather than being hauled out to surface, and the new pump rod is placed within the shaft. I'm not sure if this is an old pump rod or what. And this is a stope above adit level. The guy Roy Fellows is extremely interested in mining in mid Wales and also the rest of Wales, to be quite honest. And a geological map of the vein system highlighted in nice fluorescent green. And the grey rocks are Silurian mudstones and siltstones with a little bit of sandstone. And there's a Ordovician inlier to the south. Quite a few mines in the area, very few of them actually made any money whatsoever. Slice of the vein section. The top section there is very early stage hydraulic brachiation of the vein, and it shows clasts of country rock surrounded by quartz. Later there was an influx of coarse grained quartz with a further infill of greyish sulfides here, and any remaining voids were filled by a later quartz influx with no mineralization. And the actual minerals, this is what I'm going to talk about now. If I've got, yeah, and over the last 35 years, the mine dump has produced an array of good supergene minerals in situ and post-mining microcrystals. Mid Wales, the mine has probably produced some of the world's best examples of the rare mineral bacteriite, which is a rare zinc copper silicate, and crystals of susanite in various forms are the best in mid Wales, without doubt, and size for size are probably better than many other locations. Now we can actually move on to the minerals.
Hey.
The acanthite is post collected. I've never seen any that's that I've collected that is actually formed from dump oxidation or any other oxidation. It's always post collected, and it's on a ceratite matrix. So whether it's grown on a piece of native silver or very rich argentiferous galena, I'm not sure. And this is classic Roman sword habit bladed anglesite. Again, these are all microcrystals. If we get to a bigger specimen, I would have put the size on it. And tabular anglesites. And there's a gemmy anglesite cluster on a quartz matrix. And unusual blocky crystals, only found the one specimen with this particular habit. Very tiny. And rare thin bladed dendritic anglesite. Again, this is all these minerals are analytically confirmed. There's only 2 known specimens with yellow bindamite. And this is very unusual anglesite again. It's a feathery habit, and again, one of 2 examples. The other one's in the British Museum, Natural History, and it's associated with corroded cerussite on a goethite matrix. Aurichalcite with hemimorphite, and a little bit of cerussite. And bindamite after almanite in quartz. There's a hell of a lot of bindamite at the mine. Either these ones, or you get a resinous kind, or you get it in powder, and it's literally everywhere. Now, you actually move on now to bacteriite with susanites and hemimorphite. Now, the thing is, recently I've been told that there's been a mineral found with a bacteriite structure, but with no copper. So that could well be a new mineral in the future, but not from this mine. And this is colour banded zone bacteriite. You got a central light blue with darker blue either side and a white rim. And this is a cluster bacteriite showing a triangular cross section. There. And these are exceptionally long bacteriites. Normally they're no more than about 1/2 to 3/4. These are nearly 1 millimeter long, which is exceptionally big for the species. And rare for Frongoch brochantite crystals. Normally you get brochantite as a mixture with other species, never usually in crystals. So this is quite exceptional crystals for the location, and it's on a white hemimorphite with linerite. And this is the first specimen that got me hooked on the mine. It's caledonite, and set me on the road to years collecting at the mine, with the culmination of the Frongoch block. It's also got bindamite and little yellow susanites. And caledonite sprays with susanite, and caledonite, quite rare, caledonite balls on susanite. And there's dense sprays of caledonite. And reticulated cerussite to 3 centimeters. And cerussite is extremely common at the mine. It can be found on the mudstone, ionized mudstone, that's probably tens of centimeters across, but usually only flat. Very seldom do they have any depth to them, to the reticulations. Rare coloured cerussite, usually just white. So this is the only specimen I found with this particular habit and colour, and it's associated with yellow bindamite and tiny langite crystals on a quartz matrix. And there's lots of twin cerussite crystals, again associated with hemimorphite. And twin cerussite with a bicoloured susanite crystal, and also with blue bacteriite and yellow, probably hemimorphite. And this twin cerussite, 1 centimeter, And I found this as a loose crystal within the tailings dump. So, and because the tailings dumps are quite acidic, actually it's undergone some etching. It's still not a bad crystal. And black balls of cicerolite on quartz all around there. In fact, it can actually coat crystals of pyromorphite. And chrysocolla after cuprite, and also it's on partly replaced malachite. So it's got a chrysocolla coating on a quartz matrix. Everything's got quartz. A rare native copper sphere, probably vein oxidation rather than post-mining, and coated by post-mining secondaries. And the specimen given to me by Tom Cottrell, and it's corkite, which is a lead iron phosphate, and hinsdaleite, which is a lead aluminium phosphate. It's very, very tiny crystals, and probably in situ vein oxidation. And covaline with native sulfur, and the native sulfur has undergone some etching. And octahedral cuprite crystals with brochantite and a little bit of Schulenburgite. Rare elite with hydroceresite. Now these were collected from a collapsed building associated with lime mortar. So we think that it's made the area very alkali potential, and it's allowed the elite to form, which apparently likes alkali conditions. And ceresite is can be alkaline all the way to quite acidic to form. And the galena crystals are rare from the mine. It's normally masses in the quartz, and this is a cubo octahedral crystal, and it's about 3 millimeters. And hemimorphite with malachite, hemimorphite in fan-like developments, and as bladed crystals give the later malachite. And a nice hemimorphite radials on goethite. Found one large piece of this. In situ secondary minerals appear to be quite rare. And hemimorphite post mining. Again, you form these cauliflower to botryoidal like developments. Hydroceresite in plated crystals with truncated bevel edges. And hydroceresite with pichariite, blue pichariite and a greenish pichariite. Lanakite, one of two known specimens. In fact, the other specimens in the Oxford Museum. Monica Price done the ID for us. That's at Oxford University Museum. And twin blocky langites. And again, a langite, but this time formed on vein-formed hemimorphite with some brochantite. And Loughton thalite, two habits, the bladed form and this rather blocky habit. Only found 4 specimens. And this was associated with a corroded ceresite. And this linerite formed on vein oxidation heavy morphite. And this is linerite with malachite. I think these are both in situ vein formation. The malachite definitely. There's a little bit of cerussite as well. And linerite with heavy morphite on quartz. A nice little spray. The quartz is actually highly etched, and the heavy morphite is just sort of greeny colour. A litharge after a lead hydroxyl hydrate mineral, possibly the same as material from Milltown Quarry. Hasn't been proven yet. And again, it was found in the collapsed rubble area, so the alkalinity has helped to form this mineral. A malachite on heavy morphite, in situ vein oxidation. And that's very rare mathedolite, spiky crystals. And there are 3 known specimens from the mine, and it's known from 3 other locations in Mid Wales and several other locations in the UK. But they're all the locations, it is very rare. And the blue-green nemorite, it was named after the National Museum of Wales, with Susanite on a quartz and heavy morphite matrix. This is the classic Frongoch mine pyromorphite, and it's a National Museum of Wales specimen, and it's in the Minerals of Wales book by Richard Bebbins, and it's ex-John Mason specimen. And Gregan Letson actually described pyromorphite in 1858 from a mine near Devil's Bridge, which is believed to be Frongoch mine. There's no other brown pyromorphite has been found anywhere near Devil's Bridge at any other mine. Pyromorphite and quartz, that's quite a neat little specimen on a quartz matrix. And this rare acicular fibrous habit. I think there's a similar habit from Broken Hill. I'm sure someone can put me right on that. And pyromorphite forming barrel habit and also prismatic crystals as well. And it's also colour zoned. Quartz strings opal. When I had this analysed, it came out as silica with a little bit of lead. Now I put it down as opal because I don't know what else it could be. And rare emerald green ramspeckite with a little bit of langite on post mining heavy morphite. And these tiny ramspeckite crystals on heavy morphite and as these epimorphs, which may be sphalerite, but I'm not sure. And rare red gillite, one of 3 good occurrences in Mid Wales. And if the others are Esgahir, and you either pronounce it Deliva or Delifi, it's up to you. And red gillite, now it's got oscillatory pulse growth. You've got light and dark zones. Now when I had 2 of these specimens analysed, they found that there was zinc in them, but I don't know which zones are zinc rich. And associated with heavy morphite, the white balls, a little bit of Susanite there, and tiny langite crystals. Rosacite on heavy morphite, and also tiny little auricalcite crystals, all analysed. And rare Schulenbergite with Rowolfite. Schulenburgite is the platy pale blue, and the Rowolfite is the elongated and bladed crystals. And the serpulite, there are actually, I put 3, there's actually 4. There's 2 like this and 2 with a paddle wheel like habit and associated with Schulenburgite. Salarite ball, quite unusual, and it's one of the first stage mineralization emplacements in the vein system, and has been found directly formed on the country rock with no quartz. And native sulfur, in situ vein oxidation in highly corroded galena. The galena mass was about 7 centimeters, and I sent one to Monica Price, and she confirmed the sulfur, native sulfur. Oh God. The Sitka Steve Rustite with Susanite and Anglesite. Susanite is the buff coloured balls, and the Anglesites are these sort of thin platy crystals. It's one of it's about 50 specimens of Steve Rust I found. And excellent micro specimens from the mine of Susanite. Susanite has a fantastic array of crystal forms in this mine, and this is the classic stepped habit.
Fabulous.
And this rare growth of Susanite with cones overlain or formed between platforms of Susanite associated with Caledonite, a little bit of yellowish hemiorphite. And the toffee coloured Susanites with stepped growth and offset growth as well. Not quite sure what the white is. Another one for analysis. And a fine prismatic Susanite, probably one of the best prismatic Susanites I found, with parallel growth patterns. Susanite forming lots of different forms, acicular, tabular, and these barrel forms with parallel growth. A neat little specimen. Oh, and the yellowish mineral is Bacherite, probably coated by something. And this stack plated offset growth Susanite with Cerussite. There, and there. A little bit of Caledonite, and the Susanite surrounds it. This stepped offset habit Susanite. Some people have called it a robot, but I don't know.
Amazing.
And this Susanite with a pyramidal termination on the prismatic crystal. And this rare type 2 Susanite is the last habit to form of the Susanites. And a rare cubic ulmanite with chalcopyrite, 2 chalcopyrites there and there, cubic ulmanite in a quartz matrix, and it's very early stage vein mineralization, but after the sphalerite. This is rare prismatic Rowolfite, a very small number found, and it also occurs underground apparently, but I've never been underground there, and I don't intend to either. This is tabular wolfenite on pyromorphite. It's a Von Mason specimen. There is another form, which sadly I can't get a picture of, and it's bipyramidal. And I think it came from Williams shaft dump. Right, purple blue, unnamed lead zinc basic sulfate. Here, 2 known specimens associated with Schulenburgite and a Susanite. The end, but not as we know it. Because my next book will be on the Meadowfoot slags. For sometime in 2021, a Zoom presentation just before publication. And thank you very much for your time and listening.
Oh,
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. Do you still have books? Do you still have books available if anybody's interested?
Oh yeah, the Frongoch book is available. I'll show you a picture maybe, if I can get to it in time.
Steve?
Yeah, I did publish a book on the location, and it is available
Good book.
to anyone that's interested.
Very good book. Very good book.
Yeah.
We can recommend it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now, Martin?
Yes, we can hear you now, Dick.
You can hear me now. Good.
I can hear someone talking, but I can't make out what you're saying properly.
Yeah, that's Dick.
That's me, Steve.
Oh, hello, Dick.
Yeah, I just bought 2 of those lamps, by the way.
2 of those, sorry, those
Lamps, the one you use.
Oh yeah, okay, all right, yep.
But with extra things for the fluorescence.
I don't know.
Can you get the people back up?
Can I get the people back up? I don't know. How do I do that?
So you just need to stop sharing your screen.
Share top.
Share top, yeah.
Sharing. Take the
Oh.
Hey.
We're all there.
Very good, very good.
Any more questions? Any questions for Steve?
Yeah, I've got one, Steve. Can you tell me? Have you any ideas what you think might have coloured the cerussite?
What colour's the cerussite? No,
Yeah.
no idea.
No. Okay.
No, I don't know. Don't know.
Just wondering if it might be a
I mean,
cadmium.
it could be copper or it could be iron. I'm not really sure.
Right. Is there any cadmium there at all?
Sorry?
Is there any cadmium there at all?
Yes, there is. Yes, but it's only smears, and
Right.
so we don't know which of the cadmium ones it is.
Thank
you. It may even be an amorphous cadmium sulfide. I don't know.
One thing we've noticed on some of the cadmium mineral specimens over here, Steve, is that they can fluoresce quite strong red. So maybe check it out.
I will. Yeah. So I have a couple of specimens. But so yeah, I'll have a look. See if they fluoresce. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Do we have any other questions for Steve? Must have done too good a job.
But he's mesmerised us, hasn't he? As usual.
All right. Well, if there is,
well, it's been a bit of a shaky start, but it got off all right.
You did well.
Yeah. You'll know for next time, no?
Yeah, that's right. Or will I?
Is there anything else that anybody wanted to talk about before we finish up?
Say again, sorry?
Is there anything else that anybody wants to talk about before we finish?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he's asking if anybody wants to talk about anything.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Thanks a lot,
Other
Steve.
than that, don't forget, if you want to take part in the BMS symposium, contact David Eifold.
Yeah, I will send a message round on Messenger later on this evening with the agenda for the weekend. So anyone wants to contact me, please come back. Yeah, we will have. I'm sure we'll have some spaces for you.
Really good.
Stay safe, everyone.
Pardon?
Stay safe, everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, stay safe. Even Trevor.
If there's nothing else, then we'll see you in 2 weeks' time with Rod Martin.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye everyone. Stay safe.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.